Because of the efforts of so many people, I can stand before you to announce that we've identified the first 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre victim since we began our search for them 5 years ago.
That announcement, more than 100 years truly in the making, came down from Tulsa City Hall this morning. A body found in an unmarked grave near downtown Tulsa has now been identified as a confirmed and previously unknown victim of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre. Fox 23 anchor Rick Marinon is live at Oak Lawn Cemetery, where that man was buried for more than a century now, and where more remains of others will hopefully be identified soon. Rick.
Shay, this is absolutely bizarre. A World War I veteran who isn't even from Tulsa was trying to get from Utah, making his way to his family in Georgia, was caught up in the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre, was killed, and was here for 100 years, and we didn't even know it. Years of searching and digging for answers yielded its first result.
We've identified the first 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre victim since we began our search for them 5 years ago.
Tulsa Mayor G.T. Bynum revealed a name Friday no one has heard in over a century. And to many, they had no idea he was even buried in Tulsa, let alone Oklahoma.
C.L. Daniel was a veteran who served our country in World War I, who was killed in the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre, and whose family did not know where he had been buried for the last 103 years until this week.
C.L. Daniel, a black man working in Utah, passing through, trying to get back home to his mother in Georgia, would die in Tulsa during one of the darkest days of the city's history. It's not clear how he died, but in a long-lost document from the Veterans Administration on his mother's behalf, she says she believes her son is dead and died in Tulsa during the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre.
Some parts of him were in better shape than others, so he was in good enough shape for us to determine his skeletal age, that he was a young man. I'm not sure he even made 25.
Researchers say Daniel's body was put into a coffin too small for his size and placed in an unmarked grave in a section previously only reserved for black people at Oak Lawn Cemetery. And then over time, elements like an underground stream assisted in his near-total decay. But researchers were able to get a DNA profile that opened the doors to more dots being connected.
We hope he's not the last. We hope that Mr. Daniel is not the last, and we are confident.
But what's next isn't in the hands of city officials. It's in the hands of Daniel's family, some who just days ago had no idea he existed.
My message to them is just, we are here to support you, and whatever we can do as a city to be of help as you decide what you want to do with his remains and to give him that proper burial.
The city will not rush Daniel's family into making a decision. They said some of them are in shock and many of them are out of state. So what is next as far as for all of the graves out here? We do know the city and the archaeological teams will be out right here in this section. And in fact, they're going to remove this tree in just a matter of few weeks, around July 22nd. This tree, by the way, has no historical significance to it, so it's okay to rip this up. It was planted back in 1995. It's not like it represents anybody or anything. So they're going to remove this tree. They're going to do some more digging. That digging will take about 4 more weeks. It'll go into the month of August. Live in downtown, covering news that matters, I'm Rick Marinon, Fox 23 News.